إن الحمد لله I stopped. Sorry. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. الحمد لله رب العالمين. I'm always happy to be here talking about Tajweed. I don't know what number we on in Tajweed, Makeen? Today is the 10th. Tabarakallah, alhamdulillah. We are on the 10th lesson in Tajweed. And that means for us, for all of us here, that we are now on the lesson of Ikhfa. Is that right? The last one we did was Iqlab. We did Iqlab in the book. Well, Sahih? Recite it to me. Did you memorize it? والثالث الإقلاب عند الباء ميما بغنة مع الإخفاء. Remember that? Remember, guys, we're not doing this again and again just for entertainment purposes. We're learning Tajweed because these rules, when we're finished with this classical poem and exhortation on Tajweed, we are going right to the Quran. And we're going to go over the Quran word for word. Over 6,000 words. Well, how many words are in the Quran? 6,000 by all accounts. And what's the next part? And after that, we all have memorize and you'll remember. 6,000 words by all accounts, and after that, we all have doubts. That's what we learned when we did Usul al-Tafsir. Do you guys remember that? So we're going to go over all 6,000 words in the Quran, and we're going to write the word down. For example, I'm going to go like this. Walam yakun. Okay? What's the rule here? What's this? This is wow with an alif, right? I mean with a fatha. How many haraka? How many haraka? One. So you say wa. What's the next one? It's lam. Say it. Lam. Is there a tajweed rule here? What do you mean no? Didn't you just do meme? There's a sukoon on the meme. The meme. Didn't you learn Arabic letters? Go to the poem of my mama Mabel, mastered math. Manipulate me. What did she do? She multiplied by my pots by 40. She had me. Tajweedu Meemun has 3 rules. This you all should know. What are they? Ikhfa, Idhar, Idgham. Just memorize and go. So here we have the meme. One of the 3 rules of meme is what? Idhar. Right? Idhar when it comes before a ya. Okay? So now we have idhar meme. So it's going to be walam. So we right here, idhar. Right? Idhar. Yakun. And we say yakun lahu. So how we have another rule right here? Is there a rule right here? Is there a rule right here? What's the rule? What is this? Noon is sakina. What happens when we get a noon is sakin? When it comes before a lam, what's it called? Idgham. Idgham. What types of idgham is it? Complete idgham. Right? No, yanmu is naqis. Incomplete. Yanmu. There's not a ya, there's not a noon, there's not a meme, there's not a wow. It's a lam. We call it lir. Remember that? Lam and ra. Okay? So, what did we say? We mentioned this in the poem also. That when the lam is there, go to master letters. Open up master letters. Go to the letter lam. Hurry up, guys. Go to the letter lam in the master letters. You see how master letters goes back to here now? Go to the letter lam. Hurry up, hurry up. Well, that's not master letters, sir. That's that poem. Oh, no, stay there. You stay there. You stay right there. He went to Tajweed. That's okay. You'll find it in Tajweed, and it won't be any what? Schizophrenia. Right? No craziness. It all corresponds. Where's lam? Somebody, ladies, what's going on? Lam, the letters lam. What is it? Abjad, Hawaz, Huttiya, Kaliman. It's on kaf. Lam. If I find it before you guys, this is crying shame. Cap, I found it. I found it already. Lots of lovers love Allah, of Allah love living life a lie. 30's right for lam, listen lively, learn the line. Idgham for lam completely without any compromise. For gunna to improperly take us by surprise. Hey, talk to him. Talk to Hakeem. Hakeem, push-ups, man. She said she didn't have it. Listen, it says, what does it say? Idgham for lam completely without any compromise. There you go. For gunna to improperly take one of the, we talked about gunna. Wa gunna mim and thumma noon and shuddida wa sammi kullin harfa gunnatin bada. Noon and mim. When we go over in tajweed, noon and mim from the bina, from the jism, from the body of noon and mim is gunna. Remember I told you that we went over the letter gunna. And it said it's part of the noon. Right? We said noon. We mentioned noon and that's the letters. The gunna in the nose, right? No. We said that going down that navigating noon. Now, no one knows it now like that navigating noon. Right? And we mentioned gunna. So here, gunna is part of this. But it says lam. Idgham for lam completely. Without any compromise. It's for gunna to improperly take us by surprise. So there's no noon gunna here at all. Right? Now we're applying the rules. So there's a shidda there, a shadda. What does that mean? Strengthen it. So if there's no noon sound, then we don't pronounce the noon. How would we recite this then? Yakullahu. So we say walam yakullahu. You understand? You see how we go? And we go on to the next. And we're going to go through the whole Quran piece by piece with this. By the time we finish, you should know all the rules really, really well. And not only that, it builds your confidence because so you're not guessing. You went over it. All right? Yes, ma'am.
Do we not pronounce the noon because of the lam with the shidda?
Yes, we do not pronounce the noon because of the lam with the shidda. We said, وَأَخْذُ بِالتَّجْوِيدِ حَتْمٌ لَازِمٌ مَنْ لَمْ يُجَوِّدُ الْقُرْآنَ آثِمٌ. We said reciting with the tajweed is, the ruling is cut and dry. Whoever doesn't recite with tajweed, he's a sinner. Right? And then he goes on to say, you know, what does it go on to say? وَهُوَ إِعْطَاءُ كُلِّ حَرْفٍ حَقَّهُ مِنْ صِفَةٍ لَهَا وَمُسْتَحَقَّهُ. It is to give each harf, each letter, not each word. كُلَّ حَرْفٍ حَقَّهُ مِنْ صِفَةٍ لَهَا وَمُسْتَحَقَّهُ. It's sifat, from the sifat of the lam. It overpowers the gunna, the sifat in the gunna. That's the mustahaq because they're now together, next to each other. So this one overpowers that one. We don't pronounce that one, but we make a shadda on this one so that when we hear it, we know there was something there and it had to be of noon. Right? And that's how we're going to go through it piece by piece. After we complete, we're not going to get to this stage yet until we learn all the rules of tajweed, which we're doing right now. They're not that many. They're not that many, and you finished majority of them. That's why the poet, he starts off to say, what does he start off in the beginning of the poem, Ahmed? How's he going? He says, recite the beginning, recite the beginning of the poem for Jamzuri. يقول راجي رحمة الغفور دوما سليمان هو الجمزوري الحمد لله مصليا على محمد وآله ومن تلا وبعد هذا النظم للمريد في النون والتنوين والمدود. He said in noon and the tanween and the madud or the mudud. That's it. Those are the majority of the rules. That's why he mentioned those in the beginning of the poem. And we're still, so he started off with للنون إن تسكن وللتنوين أربع أحكام فخذ تبييني. So now we're on the fourth rule of tajweed. Right? والرابع الإخفاء عند الفاضل من الحروف واجب للفاضل. He says here, he says والرابع. Everybody say that. والرابع الإخفاء عند الفاضل من الحروف Wajibun lil fadili. Okay, now let me just explain this.